The advice I'd give my younger self, if I had the opportunity to go back in time, is don't be so caught up in the me. Knowing more about my Judaism and having the opportunity to really make an impact, this is something I'm just so proud of. I was born in Philadelphia. I think we were the typical Jewish family. My grandfather was an immigrant. He came to America when he was 15 years old with his sister. He was not religious. I do remember we would sleep at my grandparents' house and my grandfather would dress up as Santa Claus. If there's a childhood memory that influenced me in my Judaism, then it's given me the impetus to be who I am, and that was my grandfather. He was the president of a synagogue, and it was my bat mitzvah, and he was dying. And I remember just practicing and practicing for him. And he didn't make it to my bat mitzvah, but I always think about how important his Judaism was. Not so much being religious, but identifying as a Jew. And I think that's what's given me what I feel I need to do. Becoming a mother for the first time was 34 years for me. When our daughter Shelby was born, it was the most magical, incredible experience of our lives. Being a mother changed me. First of all, lack of sleep, like I think any mother will remember. Feeling the responsibility now for another human being was just a very incredible experience. My growth in Judaism really came through my husband. A good friend of his had asked him to join him for a lunch and learn class, and he came home that day and there was just a change in him. He said, I just learned something that has given me a new trajectory in life. Our Judaism, the Torah, is relevant. So I was sort of like taken aback, and it's like, oh, that's nice, honey. But I saw that there was a spark in him, and when he asked if he could keep a kosher home, I was totally like, oh, you could take a little section of the refrigerator. But I thought that things were beginning to slowly change for us, and a Friday night wasn't about going out and eating at Big Joe's Broiler #5, but it was bringing the girls together and lighting Shabbat candles. We realized the importance, and that's when we made the decision to send our children to a Jewish day school. Our lives truly weren't changing, weren't the positive. The proudest moment is when our daughters graduated from their Jewish day school. They went off into the world, and they all came back to us at some point in their life saying, thank you for giving us this Jewish education. My daughters have truly taught me that being kind, of giving of yourself, brings you so much joy, because it was my daughters who wanted to come back here to Israel to do their high school volunteer project. The volunteering that they did, working with underprivileged children and seeing the love that they gave to them, that's what I think being Jewish is all about, you know, wanting to repair the world. And I saw it through their eyes, and I really believe that they taught me that giving of yourself is the greatest thing you can do. When Lori asked me to be a part of this, I was very hesitant. I always say my husband, Rick, he is really the wind beneath my wings. He pushed me and said, you've got to do this. It's so important and really could change the trajectory of the Jewish people. Living in the diaspora, it's very difficult to understand Israel because we only get it through the lens of whoever's reporting about it. And not until you step into Israel and you start to meet its people and see the amazing programs and the outreach that we do within this country, it's life-changing. People have to be here to understand it and to truthfully fall in love with it. My daughter living in Israel, it's like when you say, if you talk the talk, you've got to walk the walk. It's hard. She is far away. She's now a mother herself. She has 2 daughters, but I'm so proud because I think there's no better place to live and raise a family. When we bring thousands of women to Israel, they see the light that this country does for the people here in Israel and what we can do when we go back to our communities. It's amazing. I become emotional when I think about it because I think of the positive impact that we truly can make. I will be proud to look back and see Jewish day schools filled. Jewish summer camps, the opportunity to know that I made a difference in giving people a pride of their Judaism, a pride and a love of Israel, and to see future generations prosper. I say it's the ripple effect. You throw that stone into a lake and you see it bounce and then you see the ripples and you just don't know where that's going to go. And I feel this is what we're doing. We are ensuring a future Jewish generation.